I hate to break into the football, but we have some baseball news for you.
Do we?
We do. And it's not good. Sorry. Not good for the New York Mets.
Oh.
Not good. Francisco Lindor has hand issues. We'll see a specialist tomorrow.
Really?
And may need hamate surgery. Yeah, that hamate, that's, I don't know what the hell that is, but I guess it's in your hand.
It's the bone like right in your thumb, in your hand.
Okay,
right
Dr. Big Mac.
Well,
sure
it's a
it
lot
is.
of Andrew Benintendi had it right before the playoffs a couple years ago.
Or like the pad in your thumb, that's right there?
It's not a season. It's not a season,
you never
but
know.
it's half a season.
So
it's All-Star break if he has the surgery.
Well, they're saying that he might need surgery. Mm-hmm. If he has the surgery, they're claiming it's a 6-week recovery, which would line up for opening day. How in the world is a baseball player having his hand operated on, not participating in spring training, and going to be ready for opening day?
He won't.
How's that possible?
He won't be.
Okay, I agree. And then the second thing,
but maybe it's not as bad as I thought. But I'm trying to think of the timeline. It's definitely not like a major season injury, but it's a significant one.
Yeah, month and a half's a month and a half.
Yeah.
That means you're not going to be ready for spring training.
No, he'll probably take a month and a half into the season. Would be
okay. And the second bit of news for you New York Met fans is on Juan Soto. Juan Soto will not be your starting right fielder this year for the New York Mets. Juan Soto will not be your starting center fielder this year for the New York Mets. Juan Soto will be your starting left fielder this season for the New York Mets.
They're moving him to left.
They are moving Juan Soto to left field. Your instant take on that is what? Panic.
Well, no.
I didn't say anything. Why would you say panic?
I'm curious why they are.
Yeah.
That's my only question. I'm wondering why they would make that move. Do they think whoever they're going to play in the outfield is better in right field?
I would assume
do they see it
that's
as a
what they think.
long-term transition for him, that he's not like in? I guess it's less coverage in Citi Field. I'm surprised they made the move. That's all.
Yeah.
You knew if they signed another outfielder, they was like talk right. If they got Tucker, this would have been a discussion.
Okay.
Right? Kyle Tucker has played a lot of right field.
Sure.
Move him to left. It's an easier place to play. A little less room out in left field for Citi Field. I'm surprised without the obvious right fielder, unless I'm missing something, Pete. Without the obvious right fielder, I don't see why they would move him to left just unilaterally right before the season started.
Yeah. So here's what's interesting about it. Juan Soto played 7 games in left field in the minors before his major league debut. Mm-hmm. His first major league start was in left field.
Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts.
Am I wrong about that?
No, I mean, I get it. It makes sense. No, but here's the point, though.
Yeah.
With this move in particular, the other points are a conversation we could have already had and we will have as the season gets going. Do I view him as a lesser left fielder than a right fielder?
I mean, how would you know?
It's a corner outfield spot. I don't think it changes all that much. He doesn't have to cover the ground of a center fielder. Moving corner field spots, I don't know if that impacts him defensively. I don't think it's like, one, he wasn't ever really a great defensive right fielder.
Correct.
I don't think it's like all of a sudden he's going to be a horrible left fielder. Like, the ball does travel off the bat differently for right-handed hitters, left-handed hitters. You got, but I'm just surprised they decided to do it today and announce it. So he spoke today at 2 o'clock, David Stearns.
Yes, he did.
And these are two of the things right off the top.
Yes.
That they are moving him to left, and obviously the Lindor injury, which is a bigger deal.
Now, we have a call to the Mets for David Stearns to join us. I'm not sure if that's happening or not. But we're working on that right now. But look, the Francisco Lindor story is a much bigger story.
Yes.
I'm not a big medical expert on the hamate bone or what it takes to recover from surgery to the hamate bone. But I do have to ask this question.
Yeah.
And this is not a Met thing. This is a Craig thing when it comes to sports, and I can't stand it. When in the world did Francisco Lindor hurt the hamate bone that we're waiting till mid-February to have surgery? And I know the Mets are not the only team that does that.
No.
It happens in every sport with every team. But it pains me to my core. When spring training starts. When pitchers and catchers show up. When the first spring training game is. When the season starts. So if this is something that lingered from last year that maybe we didn't know about, or something that they've tried to handle with the therapy and things like that, and maybe the hand just didn't respond. It always bothers me when a team that's got such an important player like he is to the New York Mets, playing shortstop, playing damn near every game every year for them, that you would wait until mid-February to make a decision on giving one of the most important guys in your lineup surgery that at a bare minimum would keep him out for a month and a half. Like, I don't understand why you don't have the surgery October 10th or November 1st or December 8th, so that if the surgery goes well, you come back from the surgery, you rehab from the surgery, and you're ready to go day one. And again, this is not just a Met issue.
I got you.
A lot of teams do it. But if this is a lingering issue from last year, and maybe we'll find out it's not. Maybe he's at home and he's working on his craft and something went awry and he hurt the hand and he went right to Met officials to have it looked at.
Yeah.
But I don't know that to be the case.
No.
So what in the world are we doing waiting?
Well,
get it done.
Two different things. One, you're right. We don't know when the injury took place, right? So it could have been while he was starting to ramp it up over the last few weeks. Sometimes, as much as you might say it's an easy thing, fix it, surgery, blah, blah, it's usually the last course of action. Guys don't want to have surgery if they don't need surgery. So if it's the kind of injury that only takes 6 weeks if you have the surgery, you might want to give it time, see if you can avoid surgery, see if just giving it time off. This also explains why maybe he couldn't get the insurance to go play in the World Baseball Classic.
Okay.
Maybe he was hopeful that this could, surgery takes him out of the World Baseball Classic. He was hopefully maybe able to get through it.
So that's more important than playing for the Mets.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he wanted to do it. And maybe he thought rest, the surgery eliminates him from being able to play it.
But if you're right,
maybe
that means that's more important than playing for the Mets.
No, I'm saying he thought he could maybe play through the injury and wanted to give every opportunity to do so. And they haven't acknowledged surgery just yet. He might play through it without surgery.
Right.
Like, we don't know exactly what's going to happen yet. But that's typically why guys, one, they want to avoid surgery. Two, you don't know exactly when it happened.
Yeah.
And now the added element of trying to ramp it up early for the World Baseball Classic might have played a role. But.
All right, we got lots to do today. 888-808-1019. Obviously, David Stern spoke, so Met fans will give you all that, give you a chance to voice your opinion on moving Juan Soto to the left field and the possibility that Francisco Lindor may or may not now be ready for opening day, end of March. Now, I'm looking on Google, so I'll take it for what it's worth. We could call some team doctors if you want, but it does say on Google that a regular garden variety hamate fracture in athletes, so not like you and I, is a 6 to 8 weeks for return to full activity.
Okay.
So play that out. Today is what, February 10th?
Yes, it is.
So 6 weeks from February 10th would be a couple days before opening day, ballpark, right?
Right.
But that also means for the next 6 to 8 weeks, you're not playing baseball.
Well, he's just
correct?
He's just starting to play
right.
baseball.
So how long would it take you?
A month.
A month.
They're going to want to give him a spring training. They want to give him a month of play.
May 1st?
Yeah.
April 20th?
Yeah.
If he has surgery. If he avoids surgery, then who the hell knows?
Right. If he has the surgery and it's 6 weeks before he's playing baseball again, you would have to assume it's a month from that point.
I'm with you on that.
Bare minimum.
Tough day for the New York Mets. I feel for you. Tough
if
start
he has
to the season.
Surgery, I don't think Lindor starts the year on the active roster.
That's a body blow.
And I'm confused by the. Like, I know Carson Bench right now is kind of slated to be that third outfielder. They're hopefully he could take the job.
Yeah.
Obviously, also some Beatty movement to the outfield. Yeah. I'm curious why they're like, and I want to hear the actual comments. See if we can get the cut. Like, he is the left fielder starting today.
I mean,
I'm surprised.
He was talking as we came in. Petey gave me the piece of paper that says Juan Soto will play left field this season for the Mets.
Like, will he play some left field, or is he the everyday, he's our left fielder, and we're going to rotate the right field?
Would you like to hear it?
Yes. If
you have David Stearns. Here's David Stearns moments ago talking about, I assume this is Juan Soto playing left field. Let's take a listen to David Stearns. Go ahead.
Juan Soto is going to play left field for us this year. Over the last month or so, as Mendy and Juan were talking about the season, Juan was working out in left field because he's going to play left field for the DR and WBC. As they had their conversations, he felt really comfortable there. It made sense for us from a roster perspective. So we're gonna go forward with it, and everyone's on board with it. Not something we had really contemplated coming into the offseason, but as we've had conversations over the last month, it made sense for all involved to do this.
So because the Dominicans playing him in left, the New York Mets are going to play him in left.
Well,
so
he was working out there.
You know how problematic that is?
Yeah.
That this was not our plan when we made the free agent signings we made, we never planned on playing our best player in left field. But because the Dominican's going to have him playing in left, and he likes playing in left, we've now changed our entire offseason plan, and we're going to make him our starting left fielder. And it was not our plan to play him in left, but since the DR's playing him in left, we were like, whatever he wants, that's what we're going to do for him. So now he's going to be our starting left fielder. Wow. 82 games, here we come.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, how about having a plan? Wins. How about having a plan? How about having a plan and saying, I'm the GM, Steve Cohen's the owner, Mendy's the manager, you're our starting right fielder. I don't give a rat's ass where the DR's playing you.
Well,
for the New York Mets, you play right field. But no. This wasn't our plan at all. But since the DR likes him there, we're going to play him there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no problem with this.
Of course you don't. Yeah.
Of course I don't.
Of course you don't.
I'm the Yankee show.
Yeah,
I have
you should have a problem because it means you didn't have a plan.
No, but it's not.
That means the Mets didn't have a plan.
He's been working out in left. He likes it
for the
there.
DR.
I don't think.
I like
the one
it
question
there.
I'll push back on, if you want to dump on the Mets here, the one question I'll push back on is, I don't understand that it suits our roster. If it suited your roster, you would have a plan for
Correct.
it. To say that we came into spring training or we came here with this wasn't a part of the offseason plans, we had no plan of this, and then to say, well, it suits our roster better. Well, if it suited your roster better, why wouldn't you have a plan?
Exactly.
That part I guess I could understand your comment on. But as far as Juan Soto working out in left field, if he says he feels comfortable there, Citi Field is an easier left field to play than right field. Like, if this were Yankee Stadium, it would make no sense to me. In Citi Field, I could understand left field as opposed to right field. He's comfortable there. He's been working out there all year. It's probably a positional change that was off in the future. This probably was coming at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with it, other than to say, well, it fits our roster.
What?
That I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand how it necessarily fits the roster better. Other than you could argue it's an easier position for a weaker outfielder.
Just out of curiosity, what Dominican outfielder is better than Juan Soto that chose right field, that forced Juan Soto to play left field for the DR? Like, I don't know their starting lineup, but who got right field over Juan Soto? I'm just saying this.
Is Fernando Tatis?
I'm taking a pot shot at the Mets a little bit here. Mm-hmm. When the general manager comes out a week before pitchers and catchers, or a little less than a week from pitchers and catchers, and he says, we never planned on playing our best player in a certain position, but because he likes it, and as he gets ready for the World Baseball Classic, we've now pivoted on what our plan was at the last minute, and now we've decided, you know what? That actually fits our roster pretty well, which is another way of saying he's a lousy defensive right fielder, so we're going to hide him in left. Because he's happier there, because there's less pressure on him in left field than there is in right field. So, all good. You know the phone numbers. Lots. I did not see baseball coming out of the gate like that today.
But I'm not happy about it, because I shouldn't say that. I'm happy to talk baseball, to be honest with you, but I'm not happy that Lindor's hurt. And we'll see how long he's gone. But the Soto stuff.
Tough offseason for the Mets, huh?
It's a little puzzling,
Lost
but I don't
Tucker.
think it's a big deal.
Now you lose Lindor for the start of the season.
Yeah.
Your best player doesn't have a position. Yikes. Ooh.
I want to hear the Lindor stuff too. That's a big deal. But the actual move of Soto, I don't know what it means necessarily. I just don't see how it fits the roster better. But it's not. He's going to be better off in left anyway.
You want to hear Soto now?
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, Lindor.
I mean, Lindor. Let's hear the thing on Lindor.
I thought this show was going in a completely different direction today. I had all these things I was planning.
When I came in this morning, I thought for sure we were going to talk Ray Hanley for at least 2-3 hours.
Did you?
I thought for sure.
That was your plan today?
I knew you were going to come in with the Ray Hanley stuff, so I thought, all right, let me prepare myself for a Ray Hanley show.
Yeah.
And now we got Mets.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Just happens like that.
That's just
what
like
kind of preparation did you do on the Ray Hanley stuff?
I traveled to several different rest stops.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't see you at any of them today.
I was buying jerky and everything.
Yeah. Well, I was offering jerky. Yeah, that's why I go to the Bon Jovi rest stop all the time.
And yet you have no problem doing interviews. Look at you. You're a bold guy.
I got no problem whatsoever. All right, here's David Stearns on Francisco Lindor and the fact that he may need surgery. Go ahead.
Francisco Lindor is going to be evaluated tomorrow for a left stress reaction in his left hamate bone. Experienced some soreness in his left hand wrist area over the past couple of days. Informed our medical staff, so he's going to go to a hand specialist tomorrow. It is possible this will result in a hamate surgery.
Oh, boy.
If it does, that's a 6-week recovery, which puts us right at opening day. So at this point, even if it does require surgery, we would remain optimistic that Francisco would be back for opening day.
Huh.
Yeah,
well, that's David Stearns.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Other than, so quite clearly he says over the last couple days, I would be pessimistic about him needing surgery only because if he's saying he had some soreness over the last couple of days and now he's going to see a specialist, a hand specialist, like that's pretty quick to even float out the idea of surgery.
Yeah.
Like the idea he's even floating out the term of surgery based on just some hand soreness, and he has the specific injury that it would be, that makes me feel they have an indication of exactly what his injury is, and it very well could need surgery. I'm almost expecting it, not to be a bad guy, but I'm almost expecting it to him to already be talking about it. I just don't see if we're talking about a 6 to 8 week recovery, and let's go 6.
Yeah.
He's still got to play baseball leading up. He can't be doing
He's not
nothing.
playing opening day.
He can't not swing a bat from now until 6 weeks and then just be there, the opening day shortstop.
Well, we're going to find out. We'll get all your calls. Busy day today, 888-808-119. It's the Carton Show with Big Mac. Juan Soto in his career has played the equivalent of about just under a season in left field. Obviously, he's played a lot more right field, about 50% more right field, but he has played left field before, but he's a right fielder.
Yeah, no, well, he's played 460 games in left.
So there you go. So it's not nothing.
That's a significant amount.
I thought you said 460. I'm sorry, you said games.
Yes.
I misheard you then.
Yes.
All right, so
it's about 60-40 in his career, right field to left, right?
All right.
So he's played roughly 1,000 games, 600 in right, 400 in left.
So 60% right, 40% left.
And even if he didn't, it's a corner outfield spot. It's very similar. And he's going to cover less ground at Citi Field.
So maybe it's an upgrade.
Well, I mean, defensively for the Mets, it might be, depending on who they play. We're going to see what Benj is, and if he's going to be your everyday right fielder. It just didn't sound like anything that was imminent. You knew they were open to it because if they offered however much money for Tucker, right, Tucker was going to play right field, right? So they were willing to move him for Tucker.
Got it.
So this was.
It's just weird that Stern said it was not a plan.
It's weird that they're acknowledging it today.
Yeah.
It's weird it's a little weird for him to say, we weren't thinking about this, but it suits our roster better. Well, how could you not be thinking about it if it suits your roster better? That's the only thing I'd push back on. Is it a big deal? I don't think so. I think it probably, depending on what kind of outfielder they play in right field, whether it's Carson Benj or anybody else, it theoretically makes them better, certainly defensively at home, because it's less ground to cover.
Got it. Let's take some calls on it. People hearing the news for the first time have some thoughts on it. I'm sure Met fans are not thrilled today. Here's Pete in Poughkeepsie. Peter, what's going on, buddy?
Gentlemen, how we doing?
All right.
Craig, welcome back, buddy. C-Mac, I'm glad to hear you today, man. I'm glad to hear you in the afternoon, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I am baffled. I mean, I'm not because it's the Mets, but I mean, not for nothing, man. Is this why we signed Bo Bichette? Did we know this? Is this why there was an issue with him playing the World Baseball Classic? Come on now.
Great question. Fair question.
What are we doing?
The reason he can't play and I think Stearns was asked this, he was not given insurance to play the World Baseball Classic. So I'm not sure why. And he said that the team has nothing to do with that is the World Baseball Classic, and they couldn't. Now, the one thing I saw the story was
nothing. The World Baseball Classic's the reason why we know about this hand injury. I mean,
it's possible. He said over the last couple days. And again, it's not a major. It's going to take some time, and I doubt they seem very optimistic.
No, it's not major, but I worry.
Yeah, they seem very optimistic
throughout the season, man, and he's a key part of this team. That's
if they have surgery, if he has surgery and they give it enough time, I wouldn't be overly concerned. We have seen guys come back from this. I don't think it's a broken bone in his hand.
Right.
So I hope so.
And it's also not the kind of thing where they would hide it or play games with it, because if they knew they'd have the surgery and he's back, it's not a Tommy John, it's not a torn ACL.
Here's the deal, Lindor, real quick, from the insurance story that's out there.
Yeah.
Because Carlos Correa couldn't get insurance either.
He's got a bad ankle.
Jose Altuve could not get insurance to play for Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
So Lindor had a right elbow cleanup this offseason, which is what the MLBPA said prevented him from securing insurance. Correa has had a history of ankle injuries.
Yes.
So I assume that's the same story for him. I can't speak to Altuve, and I don't have it in the article in front of me.
Yeah.